This is Unit 4 of Learn As You Play Flute, pages 12 and 13. On the left-hand side of page 12, we deal with semi-breve rests, complete bar rests. So a bar's rest is notated with a block hanging from a line, in fact hanging from the fourth line up, which is like a sheet hanging from a washing line. That applies to all meters, 4/4, 3/4, 2/4, 6/8. So if ever you see a block on a line, then hanging from a line, then you know it's a full bar's rest, so you don't play. Other rests we've already looked at. They're minim rests, which are worth 2 counts, and crotchet rests, which are worth 1 count. Ties are long lines that, I'll see if I can show you this, right there, which join 2 notes. So this note's worth 3, that note's worth 1, and they're tied. You don't take a break before playing that note, for example. So that note is worth 4 counts. 3 plus 1. Right, exercise 1 has a tie at the end. This piece is in 2/4 time, and you have a minim tied to a crotchet. So effectively the note is worth 3 counts. This is exercise 1. There are also 3 full bars rests in that piece. You'll see when you look at the music. Exercise 2 is in 3/4 time, 3 crotchets per bar, and there are ties, 2 examples of ties, and a full bar's rest. So exercise 2 goes like this. Exercise 3 is in 4/4 time. There are 2 examples of ties and also a bar's rest included. The notes you're going to encounter in this unit are E, low F, G, A, B and C. So all the pitches we've looked at so far are included. This is exercise 3, page 12. Note where I breathe, not very often. Try and breathe maybe after the ties in that example, or particularly after the bars. Still push the breathing as far as you can. Use the rests to breathe as well. Listen very carefully to what you play. Make sure the tone is quite loud, quite clear. It should be improving now. Remember to keep the mouth well open and blow down into the flute. Page 13 has a piece called March. if all the world were paper. And it goes like this. It says the tempo is in a bright march tempo. So I'll play this. Again, it uses ties. There's a bars rest, and there's a pause over an A at the end, which means the A, although it's a semi-breve, is probably worth about 5.5 beats. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next little piece is to do with tone development. I don't necessarily agree with some of the points in this. There are 4 points. Keep the top lip firm, the lower lip slightly relaxed. I don't understand that particularly. Don't allow the center of the lips to pull inwards, probably to do this. Exactly what we were saying before. If you relax the lips, look sad, and allow the air to go down into the flute, you'll get a much better sound. Third point is check the right hand little finger is on the E flat key. Yes, that's true. And 4, sustain each pause note for as long as possible. Well, a bit longer than the written value anyway. So this tone development piece is to do with long notes. A B minim to an A minim to a B minim with a pause over the top. Then a minim rest. And then A, G, A minims and a minim rest. And then G, F, G minims with a minim rest. And then F, E, F minim with a minim rest. So effectively the line is going down. So you're trying to spread the tone down the flute. I'd suggest that if you begin off with a good B and try and spread the tone downwards to the low E, that is a very good thing to listen out for and to try and eventually manage yourselves. I'll play it for you. So if you begin off with a good B, and spread the sound downwards, if you can practice that, B down to E in a line, you won't be able to play that in one breath. I'd suggest that you maybe take a breath after every 2 notes. Listening very carefully to the sound produced and the tone produced. So really the tone. First thing anyone notices about a good flautist is the tone they make, the sound, the tone they produce. The last piece on bottom of page 13 is a duet known as Mexican Madness. The piece is in 3 lines, well, three systems, 2 line systems. So if you look at this, play the lower part of each system, and that's the pupil's part or student's part. Here we go. Teacher plays the top part. I'll play the lower part first, then I'll play the teacher part, and then maybe you can play it. We can play it as a duet. So. Again, that uses ties. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So those ties are worth 3 counts each. So a minim tied to a crotchet, and then the bar is filled up with respective rests, a crotchet rest and a minim rest, together with the, for example, the E crotchet in the 4th bar, which makes 4 counts. So I'll play the top part now, and you might like to try playing the lower part with me. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope that'll be a help to you. Keep listening very hard to the sound you're producing. Remember, ties are important in this, and bars rests, and to tongue the notes and breathe perhaps at the end of each bar. If you can breathe for longer periods of time, that's fine. Okay.